Hey guys and girls, my name is Snowy. Welcome to part 3 of Tampere City here in Cities Skylines 2, where it's now summer and it's 0 degrees. Very nice. In the last episode I was kind of monkeying around a little bit with the finances and the economy and such, and also during the editing of episode 2 some things came forward to me as like, okay, like that. For example these wind turbines. Let's take these wind turbines as an example. Now these turbines, if you click them, each of them, they cost like 7,500. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those things. That means like 6 times 7,500 is like 45,000 Somalian rubles. Now if we get out of here and we go to the city panel budget, and that's something that I did not even notice back before. Now we have both service fees and you have service trade. Fees and trade. So if we click on fees first, okay, I see there electricity fees 27,010 Somalians. If you go to service trade, on the other hand, then you see exported electricity 42,219. Now if you put those two together, then you have like, let's say 27,000 plus 42,000 is a total of 69,000. Minus the 45,000 on cost, which will mean that the budget on that electricity is actually something in a plus. And that is something that we also see. Let's see, where do we see that? We see that, where do we see that? Here, electricity. Here you see, this is the roughly, the number that we are seeing, in the plus. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is like, let's go back to the budget, service fees, here's service fees. Now, at the moment, and that's probably because I'm in pause mode, parking fees, it says now 0. And last time that I watched this, I also saw like, 0, okay. And I looked away, and I did not look at it again until I was editing the video last time, and I was thinking like, what? It is giving money. So I want to figure out now how much exactly does it give, and if those parking lots are worth it. And then another thing, the last thing is like about production. Now currently we are producing livestock and we're producing rocks. Apparently for nothing, because the only thing we can do with them is exporting them. Because we have no other stuff to make material goods. For example, if you click on this button here, then there's always an item. Let's say, let me find something. Processing something, let's say this is a good one. So food, let's say if we want to create food, then we need like, I cannot, it's a pity you cannot go with the mouse to it, but okay, anyway, you need livestock, you see the livestock symbol there, and you need the vegetables to create food, but we don't have the vegetables. So let me turn off that add thing. Here we go. Forgot that little thingy. So we don't have that. And if we go back to the total budget, what we see over here, we look at the expenses. So no subsidies, and here we see then this option, service upkeeps. Now what does it say to the right corner? Maintenance and resources. There you have it, resources. The only question that came to my mind is when I've been looking all over the place, because production, of course, we are exporting this stuff. This stuff, both the rocks and the livestock, but it does not show me anywhere whatsoever how much money we actually gain by exporting this stuff. I have been looking everywhere. Okay, remember this, livestock and rocks. If we look at budget, you don't see it, because you only see a few things. You see only the taxes, residential tax, commercial tax, industrial tax, office tax, that's it. Then you see the fees, Yeah, parking fees, electricity fees, water fees, garbage fees, healthcare, education and public transport fees. And then service trade. Also here you don't see anything exporting here, which is kind of weird. So what I want to do is just get on with playing. Also click this button, yeah, and then press play, and then we see the parking fees probably jump up again. So press play now. Here we go again, and then probably the parking fees will jump up. So let's wait for a moment while we speed up the game. Dun 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 dun. Parking fees. It should appear now there, because it also did in the last video. Suddenly it jumped from 0 to 6,000 and whoa, Grand Village. Quick look here. Loan limit, restriction, policies, natural, transparent, low rent housing, low density offices, oil drilling, transportation, dog park. Boof. Nice. Well, a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, let's get out of here. Achievements, development. We have also some. Okay, never mind it. Where were we? So where's that parking lot? I have a parking lot here. Yeah, here, which is completely rammed. Yeah, it's all filled up, as you can see. So they are paying for 50. All 51. How many vehicles? No, 41 vehicles. And if we look at the, let's see, the taxation, service fees, we don't see the parking fees here. It's now 0. That's strange. Last time the parking fees jumped up to 6,000 and then that was it. Weird. Very weird. But I'm also curious to see what happens if I get out of here and we turn these two guys off. You know, these guys. So let's say this one. Can we turn them off? Is this the lock? No. Is there an off button for these guys? Good question. Focus, area tool. Delete. No, I don't want to delete. I want just them to stop what they are doing. Lock. If this is set, then the building will be preventing from changing levels. No, that's not the idea. I don't want to delete them. I just want them to stop. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? I cannot say like just stop. Mamma mia. Okay, then hard way. Go. And you also bulldoze away. Because we want to know information. That's the whole thing. Information. Now let's slow this down a bit. Let's have a look at these numbers again. So let's see. Expenses. Service upkeeps. It's still maintenance and resource says 2029. It's like that was it also before. Let's keep the speed up because we are now not producing this stuff anymore. Not the rocks, not the chicken, I mean the livestock. So I would say that this number should be declining. Because we, resources, so we are not producing resources anymore. Okay, service fees. Yeah, parking fees. It says now 6,400 parking fees. Also, here's the question. Parking fees, is that with or without the payment that these guys are doing when they enter the parking lot? Well, now it's 0 again. You know what I'm thinking, guys and girls? I'm thinking that amount is just a one-time accumulation of all the people who entered that parking space. They pay up for a certain period of time. It shows in how many fees that we got, and then poof, there it shows again. 6,400. 6,400. Is that worth it? 6,400. The thing cost 5,200. You would say that it makes it worth. Interesting. Okay. So let's say this is all industry. Okay, let's say that we want to do the same thing around here. Whoa, come on, mouse. Work with me. We delete you, also you. We are going to select a parking lot again. Is this another type? But 10,000? No, just let's. No, the small one. This one. Just let's see. Roughly in the middle of this area. You know, I'm going to plank it here. It will cost a few businesses. It is what it is. But this one we also yank up that thing. And we make sure that people cannot park here in this region. That we can only do by grabbing not the cars, but greenify the roads. Also we could use some paths in between so they can walk from one end to the other. So let me do that first. So we grab this thing, the path, this thing, so they can go from here. Turn this off. Straight through there with that crossing, which is fine. So they can walk now from there to there. And these guys can still cross. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay, then let's go back to road and we are going to greenify this stuff again. And I want this thing to be filled up, but so far nobody's getting that. Probably too expensive. 50 simoleons, you know, per time that you park your car there. Now you just imagine. I don't know what your average salary would be in this game, but yeah. Just imagine if you only have like, I don't know, 200 simoleons per day. Let me do a Control A. Yeah, zip. Here we go. Don't park there, don't park there, don't park there, don't park there. And yeah, let's keep the rest like that because this thing is already filled up to the max. Okay, and this thing, now I think it will gradually go because yeah, people are finding you know, this parking spot to go to their work. Now we have like the picker mod here, and now I want to know what is the shortcut for the picker mod. So because I constantly have been or find it. Let me see. Picker, Control P. Picker, yeah, Control P. Control P. That's a nasty combination because my control and the P button are very far away. Now in Cities Skylines 1, the pickup mod was always was the T button. Can we change that? Let me see. Picker. Okay, press any key on your keyboard. T. You are assigning T to options. Find it. The controls are ready to be followed by please camera rotate up. Swap. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, how often do I use the camera? Practically never. Yeah, resume. So pick a mod. T. Pick. I like. Oh yeah, I like that a lot more. Okay, let's. Oh, there's already a path. I thought there was no path there. Okay. Never mind it. Let's also make a path from here to there. For no real reason. Just for people to walk easily. Delete that. And then from... Let's turn off that anarchy as well. And then from there to there. Nice. We have suddenly a huge office demand. Now offices I would expect to be on the main road, but okay, I have to think about the layout of this entire city a little bit. Now here we start with the somewhat high density buildings, so low offices are possible, but offices are also yeah, immaterial goods, so we could plonk down a few of those. So we have low density offices. Yeah, I can point those here on the main road. They will not create any traffic whatsoever. And there goes the barber all the way down. Okay, so that's just one thing. Okay, good enough for me. Now, this area over here, we are still... This is not one tile, right? We are... Oh, these are 9 tiles, which we start with. Okay. Now let's have a look here, because we have like this huge hill. Yeah, the question is, where are we going to take this city with our, you know, higher areas? Here in the back is more interesting, close to the water. So, and also we need, this is the main road that has to come around here and then go basically back to here to, yeah, fulfill the function of like what is a main road. So now I use the pick a mark, tick, I have this road. Thank you. So this will go into that direction. Yeah, let's not bring that all the way up to the hill. So we are selecting this button. And we're going to swerve that around slightly. Like that. Like that. Let's see, where are we now? Okay, we take this button. And then to make sure that it's aligned straight to that road, I take this as a reference point. That. And then that. We delete this part. And then... Thank you. Well, that took like ages. Okay. Pick a mark, tick. Here we go. Take this option. Bring it over that piece of water to the other side. I think, yeah, that's a good idea, because we are starting to have like demand for higher density buildings. I like that. Okay, roads. Let's see, roads. Okay, we have this type of road we could also use to go from here to there. Yeah, and then here we can do the same thing. Bash. So we have like 2 lanes. So we have like, yeah, a lane for sort of for everything, you know, not for everything, but I mean one for left, and we can change these arrows, so that's not really a problem. Then we take this road and we take it from here to there, all the way to there. Now here at the back I want to still have more row houses for the low density stuff. So I take this alley, we take it to the back like that, to there. This will go to there. And yeah, from the alley to that main road. I'm kind of okay with it if you want to leave it. Not enter it, but only leave it. Something like that. Yeah, this is straight. It's not straight. It's when it's straight, it's like 89. This is 90 degrees. Bash, you go in there straight. Stop complaining. You too. And from this road, yeah, there's only one road out. Do we also have like one with 2 lanes? This, oh yeah, this one. Wait. Ta-da! Poink. Okay, now let's do some handiwork over here with this thing. No, with this thing. We click this button, and then we say like, this one is not going to the left, and we remove the unsafe. And I think, yeah, that's the most of it. And then we go to the traffic. No, we not go to the traffic manager. We go to the roads here, and then we remove the traffic lights. Yeah, we also remove the crossings. That's better. And then we can do the same over here. So remove the traffic lights, remove those freaking crossings and arrows. Let's see, select this thing. Remove unsafe. Okay. So I don't want this guy to go to the left. Yeah, like that. These guys... I don't mind if these guys both go straight on. That this counts also for this one. And also this one. From this one I also don't want him to go to the left. Yeah, that's better. And yeah, this one... This road is still the priority road. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we have still demand. We can still fulfill it. And we have even an ugly building there. And an ugly building there. And an ugly... the standard ugly building. In those row houses. Wait a second. Just wait a second. These are row houses, right? I suppose so. Are all these buildings the same smaller type? No, this is the smaller type in here. But we have differences over here. This one is different. I don't like those. Those and that one I don't like. And on this side, yeah, we have the same. There. There. Nope, not two. These are all the same except for that one. And also that one. These are not even the same height. Oh, that's because of the landscape. Okay, because of the landscape. Okay. Fair enough. So let's build a few more of that stuff. So we are going in here and we're going to build a few more. So, like that. Like that. That. Whoa, vertical square. Citizens will be dizzy with excitement living here. Okay. Where is that building? That's this one? Okay, where are we going to put this thing? Let me see, a nice spot for it. I think near to the parking lot. Maybe here, here, next to the path as well, like that. Yeah, I think that's a nice spot. Okay, let's continue here. Okay, and here we continue with more of these. More of these. I also installed the zoning mod thing again here. But I know also that if I use this thing, then I completely remove the zoning of, let's say, this road over here, which is not always the thing that I want. So in this case, I'm going to use, no, not that option, this option, just to get the zoning right on this road. We have still demands for days. You know what? I think we can even taxation. Yeah, let the people pay a little bit more. And industry slightly less. And we need a little bit more commercial as well. So we do it like that, yes, because we have constantly a high demand for residential. So I think we can lower the taxes for the other things and increase the taxes for the residentials. Yeah. How far is it going? It's going down now, I see. Yeah, it's going down. You go away, you go away, you go away, you go away. And we have only now these ones left. So that will be the normal buildings like this, that, 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 and that. We could even put some of those here on the other side here, but those will then only 2x2s. Perfect, nice. Now if these people also want to work, we have a little bit of office demand I see right now. It's like, if you have like, you know, an office here and there, that would be kind of nice. I mean, we have a few now there, but let's say we have also a few around here and there. Let's say on this road would be okie dokie. Just an office of 3 by this. How about 4 by 3? I think that would be better. One office and an office over there. Yeah, that will do. Now, there are lots of cars parked here, so also here I'm inclined to say like, okay, let's grab the parking thing and then joop, and then say like, pay up. Pay your parking tickets. Oh, let's get out of here and forbid all these guys to park their cars there. I know if I just hold the mouse button I can do the whole strip at one go, you know, like this, like that, and then on the other side as well. Sometimes I'm a little bit too lazy to actually realize that, but okay. It is what it is. Here we go. Here we do the same thing all the way to there, whoop, and then back. And also like that, whoop, and everybody cannot park their cars anymore there. Now, I wonder, you know, what will happen in this game if there is simply not enough parking spot for all people who are basically living here? That's a question I've been wondering myself. You know, if imagine one of the recent YouTube videos that I watched, there was somebody who was saying basically, I think he responded to a video, I don't know anymore who it was, but he was saying basically like, well, if you have too many cars parked on the side of the road, that indicates a poor design thing. So yeah, who knows? I don't know. So you would really have to have some parking spots. I wonder what these news are. 10,000 per month. Are they bigger? Oh, they're multiple floors. Oh, I like that. Why not? Let's take it. Also, pay. Yeah, these are also part probably of the new patch. You know, the developers patch as well. Yeah, there are many things in there that we did not see so far. Yeah. Great. So somebody is waiting for an ambulance. Well, he can wait for a while. Now here, let's see. We have a little bit of high density demand. We can now do the low rent housing. Okay, let's start trying those, to put those in here. So 4 by 4, a 5 by 3. Then a 4 by 4 again, and a 5 by 3, and a 4 by 4, and that will gobble up all the demand. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, nothing to do about that. Let's pick this thing and then bring it through here. Yeah, I really like that alley road, just simple because it fits exactly into a block. From here to there, yeah. Thank you. A lot of demand. Still more row houses needed. There's something wrong with the zoning here. Okay, since this is a main road, now let me try something out with this zoning tool. So zoning mode option, default none, right. If I click right and I click, oh, I cannot click this. No. How does this work then? Zoning tool. Oh, okay. Click, click, click. Maybe none. Does not do a single thing. Okay, right. Left. How does this work, guys and girls? I have no idea. What the monkey? How does this thing work? Zoning mode options, default. I can click whatever I want, but it does not do anything. Okay, did I forget something? Let me just have a look here. Zoning. That thing is not even visible here. No, what's the name of this mod? Zone. Zone mode options. Zone mode options. Yeah, it's not even visible here actually. Zone mode options. Okay, I see. So how does it work then? So as you need zoning tool. If I click it, how does this work? It does not work. None. Well, there's a Zimmertoll superklasse. Okay, well, then we have to do it the old-fashioned way then. Just make a road. A path, I mean. This sucks. Okay, anyway, let's continue building a few houses more here. And 4x5. Well, that fits. They can build. Now let me remove those smaller parts. You. These are not even... okay. Nice. So we're getting somewhere. Ah, okay, look at these buildings. Okay. Okay, now let's imagine... Okay, let's see this building, for example. It has... this building. It has like 103 residents. Okay, let's think for a moment. 103 residents. 106 residents. And then this building, 100 residents. This building, 104. 20 in this building. And 71. These buildings probably need a lot of parking lots. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the alley road to the back. And not going into the air, please. Like so. We're going to create some parking lots for these guys here. At the back. At the back end. Like that. And like that. So we create some space. And then we say like, okay, parking. But what kind of parking? Canopy covered parking. And the question is, okay, how many... That seems not big enough. A long parking area where citizens can park their cars. Whoa. Road required. Oh, it does not even want to sit on an alley road. Really? Oh, even this one does not want? Are you joking me? Since when? Can you not put a parking lot on an alley road? What the... Oh, this one is just... That's also... probably? Okay, let's find then the thinnest road that I can find. Is this one? There's a pedestrian street. This is... Well, that will be troublesome because I cannot go through those buildings. So I have to delete these. Since when you're not... that's weird. Like this. And then like that. And then like that. Okay. Let's try this nonsense again. I like this kind of thing. You know, this is huge. And what is this thing complaining? Road required. This is a road. This is zoning tool. You default zoning. Wait a second. I think I know the thing. The zoning is being created at the moment you select this, and then you probably put the road. Okay, so it's now... Okay, put this away. It's now on default. Okay, so let me grab this thing again. Narrow 2-lane. Road with sidewalks. Like that. That. And that. You see, we have now zoning there. Interesting. Not that combination. Okay, let me try this again for the 50 millionth time. This thing looks big, but it is not that big. How about this one? A white. Okay. Let me put this over here. Okay. How many people can park here? 80. That would not be enough for all these people. Yep. No, that would not be enough. 80. We have 5 buildings with 105, 98. Let's say we are talking about nearly 500 residents over here. 500. And imagine if all of those people have cars, then 500, then we need like 6 of these parking lots. Yeah. And they cost 3,400 per month. Wow. Whoa. Just a second. This is just a little bit too much for me. Sorry. I don't... You know, rain is sometimes okay, but this is a little bit too much. 80 parking lots. Okay, so 80. And this one. It's a pity that it does not... Oh, here, 66. And here, 66. This does not show. This one? How much does this one do? Smaller. How about this big whopper? How many can fit in here, by the way? That thing costs 150,000 and the upkeep is 30,000, but I think... Okay, let me delete this thing. Let's try that again. And then use this big... It's nearly falling into the water, but let's just try it. Whoa! Tiny town. Okay. Thank you. How much fits in here? Only 160 vehicles. Mamma mia. Oh, we have a water crisis. We have a water crisis, ladies and gentlemen. We have a water crisis. We need a pump. So our original pump is over here. So we need another one. Great. So that is being fixed right now. Okay, great. So where were we here with the parking lot? This thing is currently not being used because these roads are completely filled with cars, and so we're going to do something about that. Because I'm going to shove their cars in that parking lot, whether they like it or that thing does not support parking. Okay. This guy is waiting for an ambulance. You know, a little bit of medical healthcare stuff, you know, around here. You know, these are big buildings with a lot of peeps. Is okay to have, so we put that over there, directly next to it. Medical clinic, yeah. And we'll take this road, and that can go directly to the main road over there. Nice. And then from here we will go over there, and then here we can continue slightly up to there. We'll also make this a little bit shorter. But 160 efficiency 99%, utilization 8%. How can that thing be like 100% efficient? Have a utilization of only 9%. 15 cars out of 160. They must be parking somewhere else. These are nasty people around here. So let me have a look. No parking there. No parking there. No parking there. I wonder how that works, you know, to be honest. But this thing is pretty expensive. I mean, it costs 67,000 per month. 67,000 per month for only 160 spots. Let me think. 160 spots. And this thing gave... what was it? 40 spots, right? Parked vehicle. 40. And that cost only 5,200? Well, that math is easy. I mean, for the price of this thing... I mean, to get like the same amount of parking spots, you only need 4 of these. Okay, here we go. You go. Sorry. I have to think about the economy. We will just use these. 1, and you know what? Number 6 as well. We say like, you go up and you will go up. Right. Not only that, but we have at the same time we have like more demand here for high-rise stuff, so we are going to put that here in as well, keeping it also interesting. Can also put lower. Is this possible with this stuff, or is 4x4 the smallest? I don't know. Let's just see what happens if this one will fill out. Okay. Here we are going to put then a path between here and there. Bash. And here it's from here to there we can do it. Yep. So they can go there. And now I'm thinking we now also have like commercial demand. Now we do have some commercials around here. Commercials? So where are those commercials anyway? We don't have many of those. Only a few here. Is this it? And some offices over there and some commercials over here. Yeah, this is also near the main street here. So I think we need to continue with that. It's also closer by the factories, so we are going to give more commercial buildings. And there it goes. Okay, that combined with more factories as well. Let me have a look here. Is that a form of blasphemy to have like, you know, factories so close to, you know, a cemetery? I have no idea. Yeah, you guys be the judge of that. I don't know. I really have no idea. So we're also running out of space slightly here, but so far I can still manage without buying any square. It's kind of interesting because it makes you kind of think about, you know, not just, you know, getting the squares unnecessary for no apparent reason. Here we go, like that. And like that. Now what I also want to know is, like, do we have something called a warehouse? Warehouse. I thought we had a warehouse in game. Ah, gatehouse, industrial manufacturing warehouse, ooh. Industrial, how many of those things do we have? Storage warehouse, warehouses. How big is this thing? How much does it cost? It does not even say. With this rail track over here, it's, you know, it would be handy to have this over. So let me put this over here and let me tap this building. Let me have a look. This building's empty. Is for company. Really? Yeah, that was a game crash. Not nice. The game suddenly says like poof. I got the latest autosave and I'm looking around. Just looking around. What did I do in the last minutes or so? I think I built some in the offices. No. Let's press play. I remember removing this thing. Yeah, we bulldozed that. And that is done. And I can also remember we put more high-rise buildings here on this side. So okay, so I have to redo those. Big buildings over here. One bigger building over there. How much will this drop? I don't know. Yeah, I put a 3x3 here. Remember, if that would do something. Yeah, that is what I was doing. For the rest, oh yeah, I was even saying like here about putting some industrial near the cemetery. Okay, let me redo that then also. You go there. So, by the way, I also made another boo-boo, by the way, in the last episode, because that has to do with the resources. The resources actually, this stuff is ore. This actually is ore. Yeah, I thought it was water, but this is ore. And last time I thought that the dark, this dark stuff was ore, but this is the oil, this fertile ground, and this is ore. So yeah, it was a little bit stupid, but I think I was a little bit not certain about the situation because the water source here was overlapping. So yeah, but now I know that, so yeah, so it's okay. So I'm going to finish up this episode now with some building of industrial buildings over here. Yep, we need become the more industrial we have, the more the better, the better it is. Like so, like so. We still have some offices. Did I not build somewhere an office also here? There are some offices, and then we can put also some offices over here. Oh yeah, and I also built some extra commercial here. Yeah. Oh. Nearly forgot that. Here we go. I think that will eat away all the demand by the looks of it. That's good. And then we still have some of this demand, so we put that over there. Put this in the corner there. Put that over there and this over there. I think that will do for now. I mean, that has to build up. Yeah. So let's get out of here. And you know what, let me save the game before it crashes again. Tampere City, save. Save game in progress, thank you. Resume. Now let's have a look at the finances. How do we do right now? Service fees. Now let me see. Parking fees, we are receiving 25,600. Electricity fees are still 41,000. Garbage fees, education. Well, the monthly balance is still like a nice figure, so I'm not complaining about that. Service trade, we are exporting somewhat less electricity. Yeah, it was 27,000, but that makes sense because the city grows, so we are using more electricity. And yeah, this thing was fixed, so that's okay. And here we only have a little bit of sewage outlet. Is that enough, by the way? That sewage outlet? It's doing its thing. Yeah. Water availability. Okay. Yeah. Consumption is only 18,000. Output is 49,000. Okay. You could say you could play around a little bit with the budget of that stuff. Water and sewage here. Here the budget was only, the budget's only 50. Okay. Roads, electricity, water and sewage. You know what? We are going to increase this into 120. Why not? And also this thing, 120. You know, we have so much demand over here that it's like, yeah, why not, you know? Fees, budget, police and administration. We can slow this down a little bit to 90. Education and research. Can also go back to 90, that's also fine. Healthcare and death care is already at 50. I think we are doing fine. I think we are doing definitely fine. So yeah, so far with the economy 2.0 patch, things are working out. You know, what I mostly do not see is like, you know, too high rent. I don't see any blinking icon. You know what? I do see one blinking icon over here. But you know what? If you do not look at that blinking icon, we barely see any blinking icons. Ooh. What is this problem? This guy's problem anyway? Oh, it's what is this? Burned down. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, okay. Aside from that, look at this. This is a city. Ah, darn it! A crime scene. Okay, but anyway, it's without any issues, practically without any issues so far. So yeah, I like it. Now in the next episode, we're going to see how far we can still stretch in this area. We can also look at some milestones we have reached, so we can unlock a few things. Tiles we will still not buy, and yeah, we can just also have a look at the train line. Maybe we can do something with that to export our stuff maybe a little bit faster than only through one road connection. Although we have the underground highway here, which I did not think about, we could make a connection to it, in theory. Yeah. Well, let's see that in episode 4, and yeah, I would say like come back soon, anytime, and we will see how this will end up. Yeah. Okay, guys and girls, thank you for watching, and until next time, see you. Bye bye.